So this is an update on my arcade. Quite a few things have changed. As you probably noticed, the bar billiards table's gone, which is a bit upsetting, but it had to go. And I've got a few things working now. So my red tent is obviously fine and working okay, both sides, and I've created a bit more space in here now, so you can actually sit down and have a great game on that, so that's good. Still got my baby Pac-Man I'm working on. So last piece I've done is the control panel. Just need to rebuild all the controls on that now. Quite a bit still to do on that, but it's getting there. The idea of kind of creating a space was to finish off the sides, so I'm going to be in a position now where I can probably lay this down and finish the sides off in the garage, which is good. Got my little test bench over here. I'm just working on a new super gun for this Commodore 1084S monitor. Got my kind of spare parts here, so this is a baby Pac-Man playfield I've been working on. It's ready to go back in. There's a monitor there that needs basically the chassis putting back for baby Pac-Man. Got an MTC 9000 I picked up tube last week for next to nothing. Couple of monitor bits here, baby Pac-Man chassis in the box, and picked up a 20-inch TV for free. Got all my boards stacked up here, quite a few different ones. Scramble PCB, Nintendo versus Pinball, Hyper Sports PCB, Mr. Do, which is faulty, Balloon Fight Nintendo versus board, Super Mario Ice Climber Nintendo versus board, and I've got a Section Z bootleg PCB underneath there. So that's all that. Just stacking these up here for the time being, trying to keep them out of the way. And my midnight run is working, apart from I need to sort the colours out quite a bit on the screen there. They're not quite right. And finally my Mr. Do is now kind of working, so I'm quite pleased with that. It looks pretty tidy now. A few little bits to do on it, but generally fairly good condition now. My Space Invaders Part 2, I've been looking at that, not really been getting anywhere. The PCB works fine, but there is an issue with the monitor. I've had a look at it, but I can't see anything obvious. I need to spend a bit more time on that. And it's been tough because I've been trying to find someone to help me out with it, but unfortunately no one looks at that type of tube, so I'm struggling a bit with it, but never mind. Got my Asteroids Cabaret. I believe that's working. Last time I powered it up, but it does need a new edge connector, so I need to sort that. I've got one of those, I need to sort that out. There's my little test bench. So I've got my EPROM eraser and my laptop set up, and got my eraser under there and a few other bits and bobs. I've got a Nintendo versus test kit in there, and then my tins of paint and things in there, and this is my test bench. So got a fume extractor and Metcal. It's an SP200 soldering station, and a Hakko 808 desoldering gun, and all my bits of crap in here that I keep, various bits, ICs and sockets and all sorts of things in there. Got a couple of MTC 9000 chassis I'm looking at, so they're on there at the moment, and the good old jukebox that I like to put some tunes on when I'm doing some work. So this is probably the best thing that best thing in the arcade, to be honest. I love this jukebox. It's superb, especially if you see the mechanism part inside. It's just absolutely amazing. Just love it. And the sound on it is awesome. And that's pretty much it. So quite a bit of work to do on some of the cabs, especially the baby Pac-Man. But hopefully now I'll have the space to get that sorted out fairly quickly.